I mean, funny you should say that, TV, because it is Thursday. Very odd you should say that, but Thursday it is, and Thursday it shall be, and Thursday I'm streaming. Would you believe it? Hello everyone. Hopefully we're doing fantastically well today. As you can see, I'm Melanie, but I say as you can see because, you know, you can't actually see my hands, first of all. But second of all, yeah, we figured out how to get the model working as well. It turns out there's a roundabout process. I have to make sure that this camera is set up first, and then I can get this camera set up afterwards. So yes. Anyway, this is good. This means I can easily do hand cam as and when I want, which is very handy as it happens. But yes, hopefully we're all doing very well. Good to see you, TV. Hopefully you're doing good. So yeah. Oh god, this is a good week actually. Good week actually. Good things are. Did that cut out? I wonder if that cut out. Good things are happening this week actually. I think that didn't cut out. It might have cut out a little bit. Good things are happening. Very good things are happening. Personal things, which we'll go through soon. Actually, I'll find a good opportunity to actually talk about it. But very good things are happening at this moment. Things are a little bit busy. Things are going to get a bit busy. Things at work are actually starting to heat up a little bit, so I'm going to be a little bit chocker very, very soon. At the very least, I'm going to be busier during the day, but I think everything will be fine. I think I'm feeling okay. I've got control of things, and things I don't have control of, I don't have control of, so I don't need to worry about it. Anyway, that's not what we're necessarily here to talk about today. Today, we are building more Tyranids because, yeah, we've got some building in need of doing. Have a look at this little guy. I assembled him the other day. I'm being a little bit sociable now, would you believe? Being a little bit sociable and saying to people, "Oh yeah, I wanna like build some figures and hang out at the local shop and like talk to the people who play the game as well." I know, me touching grass, what the hell? Me socializing with people? Ew. Oh, it's very weird. Still getting used to it myself. But it was lovely. It was a lot of fun. So I just went along, built a couple of gaunts. Disgusting. I know. Being a VTuber, I'm supposed to just be a slave to the screen, right? I'm supposed to do nothing but be on my computer and stream and make content. I don't know. Now the facility's close by for me to hang out. It's super easy to get to, next to no hassle to get to. I can play completely fine and it'll actually be fun. How dare you have a life outside of streaming? I know, right? But no, just like it's right there, so it's super easy to go out and socialize. It's something that I'm planning on doing anyway for a couple of reasons. I mean, most of the reason being that I've got them, so I might as well do something with them. But yeah, no, it's just been really good. It was really nice. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was good. But yes, anyway, no, we're making up for it because we're like doing that there means I get to do stuff on stream as well, or rather, it makes it easier for me to find things to do on stream. So today we are celebrating. Well, I mean, I say celebrating. For my birthday, I got a gift. I did get a gift. Believe it or not, I actually got a present for my birthday. Can you believe? But no, yes, I actually got this big old box for my birthday. I get to build this disgusting big nasty. Well, actually, not this disgusting big nasty. Hold on, because you can actually build two different things in this game. You can build two different things with this box. You can build this big guy here. Hold on, we'll zoom in a little bit. So we can build this guy. He's a Tyranofex. He's got a big gun. Yeah, he's just like a living walking tank, basically, is his deal. But he's not what I want to build. I was considering whether I wanted to build him because, well, one of my major concerns with this army, like, first of all, Turners are great. They're great at peeling apart enemy soldiers. And it's even heavy infantry as well. They can do a really good job against heavy infantry. The real problem is, what's the best option for taking out tanks? Vehicles. Necron monolith. Do you think of the thing with magnets on your Tyranid? No, I don't. I don't do magnets. It's especially difficult to do with this set, unfortunately. But I'm not really inclined to have one of those anyway. I'm not really that bothered. But yeah, no, I haven't got to the stage of putting magnets on them. Mostly because most of the figures I build, there's not really a need to magnetize them. Like most of the ones that I've got. Certainly most of the ones that I've built so far are not the kind that you really need to magnetize. The Hive Tyrant, maybe I could have magnetized, but it's a lot of hassle. I didn't wanna. Too much hassle. Too much hassle for me. Someday maybe I'll see the light, but right now I'm not too bothered about it. But no, we don't want to build this one because I've done the maths. Because of course I did. I'm me. So I made a spreadsheet, I made a calculator, and I actually did test scenarios over what the best method of taking down one of the toughest standard vehicles in the game is. The Necron monolith. I use that as my baseline, like the thing that I would really like. If I saw this on the table, what would I crap myself looking at and think, oh crap, how the feck do I deal with this? And the Necron monolith is probably representative of one of them. So I did my maths. And I figured out that this guy is, with his gun, is just as effective at taking down a Necron monolith as one of my Trigons, those massive big burrowing things. Now it's got a slight advantage because like it's actually at range, whereas the other one has to be in melee combat. But I don't know, I think it balances out for the most part. So yeah, all things being equal, they're actually both just as effective as anything else at taking it out. So I'm genuinely not too worried. Like they're both as efficient points wise. So I'm happy going with 2 Trigons at this point. And just ignoring the Tyrannifex entirely. So we're not going to build the Tyrannifex, despite him being on the box art. Look, there is in the box art. Yeah, he's in the box art. We're not building him. We're building something else. We're building the Tervagon instead. Now this thing is a nasty. This thing is a real piece of work. Like if a little zoom in down here, you can actually see she's got a little baby. She's got a baby. Yeah, this thing can actually spawn Termagants. This thing spawns more Termagants. So it's gone through a couple of rule changes over the years. Used to be that what it would do is every turn you would get a chance to spawn, I think it was like 2d6 Termagants. You could like spawn into like a new unit of Termagants and they would just do their thing. Which was kind of cool, but if you rolled like double 6 or something like that, it would like, that would be it. You can't spawn anymore. But that's not a thing that you can do with them anymore. Now the way that they operate is they can actually like reinforce a unit of Termagants that's nearby, which works kind of well for me because Termagants are kind of designed to be cannon fodder and shot down. So how they work is now they restore, I think it's 3 plus D3 Termagants per round, which is an average of 5. And there's 5 rounds over the course of the game. So yeah, over the course of the game, they will actually spawn another 25 models on average. Between 20 and 25 more, between 20 and 30 more models, which can be kind of intimidating. If I combo them with, if I combo this on 2 units of Termagants that it's reinforcing. And I've got 2 of these little groups right here. These are the, what are they called? The Ripper Swarms. It's really hard to get these in focus. You want to get in focus? There we go, that'll do. So yeah, if I can get 2 of these as well, well, 2 units of these, like 6 of these models, then I can actually reinforce 50 models. Wait, 50? It's 6 times 5, which is 30. 30 plus. Yeah, that's 55 models. 55 extra models over the course of a battle. Which is... I'm pretty sure something like having an extra, like, 30% or, like, more than 30% of the size of your force. Like, if you're playing, like, a 1,000-point army, like the one that I've designed, then you're basically playing with 30% more points than your opponent is. Assuming they don't completely wipe a force out. Which they could do, but even so, actually no, even then, if you wipe out one of those forces, it's still going to be very high. So yeah, it just gives me a massive points advantage over my opponents, which is really cool. But it's not all. It's not the only thing that makes this thing worth having, because it actually has an aura effect. If there are Termagant units within 6 inches, so relatively close by, then what happens is it actually gives all of their ranged attacks lethal hits. So basically, if you get a critical hit, so like if you roll a 6 on a d6 to hit with one of those weapons, then it's an automatic wound, and they need to roll for like armor save, or cover save, or invulnerable save to try and avoid it. Which is kind of strong when the attacks are like relatively weak, like they're like strength 5 and like a Space Marine's gonna be like strength 4 or something like that. It's pretty strong. So if you have like 2 squads of 20 of these things and they'll constantly be at full health because this thing just keeps spawning more, then it's gonna be like an average of, oh, what's that? What is that? Like 1/6 of 40, which is like 8. Yeah, it's like 8 unstoppable hits. If you get 4 units of Termagants, it's like 16.6 repeating instant wounds on your unit. And if you've got like an armor save of 4+, that's 8 wounds. That will destroy a 5-man squad in 1 round. These things are disgusting. So of course I want to have it. This is what we are building today. Anyway, I've been nerding very slightly, very slightly nerding. But yeah, that's my game plan. That's how I do with this. That is how I army. The thing is as well, this is actually fully compatible with what I wanted my original game plan to be. Like when I was planning out what I wanted to do with the pieces that I had before this, I basically wanted to go for the same strategy, except I didn't have this thing that was going to just continually buff. So this thing just does an even better job of what I was wanting to do anyway. So I'm now very happy with my life, and oh, sexy, hello. Right, to be fair, the gun for this thing is kind of cool. It's kind of really cool for the Tyrannifex. It's rather pretty. Right, what do we got here? Okay, oh, look at this. That's the undercarriage. That's the undercarriage specifically for the Tyrannifex. Those ribs, ribbed for her pleasure. Or you can have, you know, massive and bulbous. Bulbous, and I swear to God, you can see bits of, yeah, you can see bits of skulls poking through. Hold on. I don't know how well we can see. Right, I'm gonna try and make it easier to see. Let's get the light pointing in that direction. So you see, like, where's one? Here. Right here. You can see there's a gaunt skull just poking right the way through, like, look, there's twinsies. They're twinsies, except this one's slightly bigger. This one's slightly bigger than this one. They're twinsies. It's cute. It makes little babies. Yeah. Yeah, it's cute. I've decided it's cute. I've decided it's adorable. I have decided adorable. I've got a name for it already, by the way. I've got a name for it already for the Tervagon. I'm gonna call it Venus. Venus shall be the name. Like, it'll just be very appropriate, you know? Charlie. Why would I call it Charlie? Charlie the Unicorn? Charlie Morningstar? Why would I call it Charlie? Or are you just picking a random name? You might just be picking a random name. No, I'm calling it Venus, and I'm also calling the army the Botticelli Crusade Force. Yes! It's a Birth of Venus reference. I was just picking a random name. Aw, that's less fun. No, it's a Birth of Venus reference. Except instead of it being, you know, the birth of Venus as in Venus being born, we're going for Venus giving birth repeatedly and sending her children into battle alongside her. Yeah. We're doing alien war crimes. It's completely, like, don't think too much about it. It's fine. Completely fine. It's completely and utterly fine. Right, do I have everything I need here? Got my glue. Where are my snips? Here's my snips. And of course we've got the base. Don't drop it. Right, where do we start? Instructions. Also nice try, Botty. Right. So, one way or another, we need to build the base. We want to do variant assembly, yes. So we want to do this one here. So we want to do steps 1 through 5. And then we want to switch over to doing Tervagon, which is the green background pages, which are these ones over here. Yes, that's what we want to do. So, let's just move that up there, out of the way slightly. Don't fall over my thermometer. Right, we need to find a couple pieces. So, let's see. We want 25, 26, 13, and 14. They should be on this sprue here. So, hold on, can we see well enough? We can see better. Here we go. The 25 and 26 is obviously the tail pieces back here. We'll get snipping. You know what? I really enjoyed just going to the game store. It was on Tuesday actually, and just like building some figures and like chatting to some of the regulars and talking to them about playing the game. And it turns out, two of the folks that I was talking to were like, "Yeah, we've never actually played before. We've never actually played before." And I'm just like, "Why do you have so many figures then?" And I was just like, "Well, I mean, I got a bunch of them for free, and one of them clearly has more money than sense because he immediately went upstairs and bought a Acadian Guard army. Well, not army, but like a squad of them, a unit of them." And I'm just like, "Dude, do you have any plans to collect these things?" And he's like, "Not really." I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" Like, they're talking about, you know, they're doing the whole thing where they're talking about like taking the units home and magnetizing them, and they've like never even played a game. And I'm like, "Guys, you've been collecting these things for months, and you've never even tried playing it. Like, come on, I think you're a little bit backward right there." I want a hammerhead, to be fair. Hammerhead. Wait, which one's a hammerhead again? Is that one of the Empire ones? Or is that Tau one? It's Tau tank. Well, you would want a Tau one, you massive weeb. The weeb has fallen in love with the robot. Nah, that's fair. No, wait, hold on. Oh, they're the tanks. The tanks, yeah, tanks. No, I was just remembering the walker that I got gifted. Rather fun. To be fair though, Tau are cool because, you know, because Big Walker. What's not to love about Big Walker among the Tau? What's not to love? Right, let's get this first piece all stuck together. With the railgun with 6-foot range. Okay, to be fair, that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. If you want guns, the Tau are probably one of the better options for you. They do ridiculous things with railguns. I mean, like, most of the factions are pretty good as far as guns are concerned. Like, what's, like, the worst army if you like guns? Actually, I think I know what it is. It's probably mine. The, Tyranids aren't really renowned for having the best guns. They are much more of a nasty, buggy army. And one that you'd really deploy a lot of guns with. Is true. Is true. More of a claw your face off army. Yes, eat your face off army indeed. They can and will do that. Right, well, that seem right. Good enough at least. Right, okay, first piece is done. Now we need 13 and 14, and then 15 and 16. Right, 13 and 14, wait. Hold on, do I just like cover up the main body part with the goatee bit? I think I may. Do I have to? So like, here's an alternate version for you. Vote for the face-eating Tyranids party today. This is true. Yes. Vote for the Tyranids eating your face off party. Indeed. Indeed. That's interesting. I don't actually see where one would stick the nasty body parts to. I don't actually see. Or do these like stick onto the torso? I think they just stick onto the torso by the looks of it. We'll snip all the pieces out anyway and we'll have a little look. So yeah, 13, 14, that's these pieces here. Little snippy here. Become one with the swarm. Indeed, indeed. I don't know. Honestly, there was a little bit in my brain that was just going, well, like, if I built the Tyran effect, the gun's a little bit like a dick. And I was like, honestly, it's not even effective. It's a massive dick just spraying damage all over the freaking army. It's just like, is that something that I want? Is that really what I want my army to look like and play like? Not really. Bennis indeed, yes. But like, yeah, I was just like, I don't know, this isn't kind of fun for me. Like, the thing that just really appealed to me was the idea of completely and utterly swarm out your opponents. And it turns out like the much better way than I was expecting to do that uses the Tervagon. So yeah, Tervagon's really speaking to me, not gonna lie. It just works much better with the play style that I've got in mind. Much better. Of course, it could turn out to be an absolutely terrible playstyle. But I don't know, I just like the idea of a massive horde. Like that's always been the appeal of Tyranids, you know, just having overwhelming numbers, like stupid numbers. Like having 30% more points worth than my opponent. Like that sounds pretty good to me. And of course I did the maths on it. Why are you even surprised I did the maths on it? Actually, no, who am I kidding? I don't think you're surprised I did the maths on it. I think you knew. You're just like, yep, Mel did the maths on it, didn't she? Mel spent days working out what the most efficient way to build her army was. He gave up on sleep to do it. He did. You wonder why I'm so tired? I'm too busy planning my Warhammer army. I mean, not quite. Not quite. But it is very fun, nonetheless. Again, like as I've been saying since like Christmas time, like this really is more like as much an excuse to do it as anything else, really. Right, how does this... Right, that fits like that. That's the top part. Now, how does this fit? Ah, right, it slots perfectly into place like that. Look, so normally it's like completely covered like that. These little blobby bits here are covered with spines on the Tyrannifex. But they perfectly match up with little pins on this side. So you can just get the angle right anyway. Get it right on. Is that it? No, that's not it. Is it not going in? I had it just now. That's it. There we go. There we go. And look at it. It's just so cool. So cool the way it goes together. I mean, that's unfortunate because part of me had hoped I'd be able to like save the torso and then use the other bits, but oh well. It's fine. It's fine. The way they've been designed. Right, that's a tail piece. So now we want to get that fitted onto this somehow. How does it slot in, I wonder? Where does it slot? Hold on. Or do these get stuck together and then it just fits in? That might be the case. Might just be. Right, let's... Hold on. Get that like this. Then this goes... Does it just... I don't know if it sits in. I'm kind of loath to start gluing it before I know. That looks a bit small. Is it like... Ah, there we go. Right, there's a natural sitting point. That it just sits in perfectly. There's a couple little stoppers there that tell you exactly where it's meant to go. That's cool. I can work with that. It's not perfect. Good to have. Yes, okay. Confident enough to start gluing. So, well, actually, hold on, just a little sec. Right, yeah, so it fits in up there. So don't glue the top part just yet. So glue can go over here. One of those little stoppers. And around the underside. We don't have to worry too much about the underside because it's going to be hidden by all the goofy stuff. Actually, I've done this too soon, haven't I? Only slightly. But it's fine. It'll be covered by the pouch. The back of the neck cavity. And I think we're good to go. So, not taking too long with fitting this into place. It goes like this. Lovely. That's set nice and quick. And same again over here. Right, this can just go in line on this side. And is that it? That looks like it. Lovely. Right, that's all fitting together very nicely. Very nicely indeed. Wait. Here. Bring this down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So now we've got the tail and the underside all connected up. Right, and we don't need to worry about these for a little bit, so let's set them off to one side. That's pure gun, so we can just set that aside as well. That can go much further away. Right, next order of business. We need 15 and 16. That's going to be the little insides of the ridges here. Me think. So you can go there. That's these little spiny... Well, not spiny, more like vents. But you know, in the 90s, anime characters had like massive hair vents. Not even the 90s, like early 2000s as well. It's like that, except like the Tyranids never got over that phase. They didn't kind of evolve past that. They're still running in the 90s. Right, another snack. How are we looking? Not too bad, actually. Not bad at all. Not bad. It's actually rather flexible. Now look at this. It's don't know how we're going to see this. Bends quite a bit. Well, I suppose it's relative. Did you hear about the new AMD APU? I did not. What's an APU? I've not heard of these things. Well, not paying attention. I hope it's not an AI processing unit. Please tell me it's not an AI processing unit. I'd be so sad. So sad. Where do these go, actually? Oh, they fit together. There's like a central ridge. Oh, that's fun. Accelerated processing unit. Okay. What? How does that work? Is it like a graphics card? Is it like a processor? It sounds like a more augmented processor. What does it do? Do tell. Why should I bother getting one? Or should I bother getting one? Probably not. Is it the kind of thing that everyone and their grandmother's gonna need? Somehow I don't expect it. So a CPU and a GPU on the same die. Okay, so we're going back to the days of not having a dedicated graphics card. Bold decision. Not gonna lie. Very bold decision. Dedicated graphics? What's that? Is it tasty? Can you eat it? I wonder. I'll look forward to maybe 20 years from now when they decide, okay, we need to do we need to do dedicated graphics cards again. It's just like, boo. Just be funny. I expect we put the ridge, like the insides of these ridges on after. Yes, we do, and completely separate. They're all independent pieces as well. That's fine. Right, a little bit more glue here. That's interesting, though. I think it's more economical to get like an APU than an equivalent GPU and CPU, then it's probably worth going for, right? That's a bit reasonable. Oh, I shouldn't be gluing there, should I? I shouldn't. I'm so clever. I'm so clever and attractive. Yeah, I mean, it could be useful. Could be. Right, let's see. Get you in. Where do you go? There? Yeah. Here. Oh shit, I'm getting glue everywhere. There we go. You slot into place. And you're doing fine like that. Very good. Barely even see the seam. That's great. The new top end one has comparable performance to an RTX 4060 and can fit into a laptop. Okay, that's fair enough at that point. That's fair enough. Do you think it's more suited for like mobile gaming then? For mobile PCs? Or is it something that's worth having on a desktop? I'd imagine not, because like space is less of a premium. Let's see, 21 and 22 are these ones. 23, 24. So you do it from the back forward. That's interesting. Those 20 and 21 are... Wait, what the hell's going on with the order here? 17, 18, 19, 20 is the first four. Then 23, 24... Wait, what the heck are they doing here? Yeah, it goes freaking 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24, 20, 20. What the hell? That is just so random. Please organize these properly, you fiends. Goodness. Right, okay, we'll do this in order. We'll do it one by one because I'm regretting my life choices. We'll do it one by one. Yeah, kind of more suited for mobile, for laptops anyway. Right, so you go on that. This is slightly awkward, but should be okay. So you fit in here. Please go right. Oh, I just heard a little click. It felt like it's got a natural spot that it wants to sit. There we go. It does. It does have a natural spot that it wants to sit in. That's good. That's very good. Okay. So that's one. Now we do its opposite member. Number 19. Except number 19 is not the opposite member. We used a 20 and for some reason now it wants us to get 21. Which is the complete opposite side of the freaking bit of frame that it's on. Look, it's all the way down here. Like, this, the opposite pieces should be opposite each other. But they're not. Like, I use that one, then that one. For no reason at all. I don't get it. I don't get it. Makes no sense. Put them opposite each other, seriously. Like, you've got the space on a sprue this size. Right, there we are. Popped off. Let's see. Right, is my glue still fresh? Looks like it might be. That doesn't fit, Chief. Oh wait, oh, that's because I'm putting it in the wrong place. Well done, Belle. That does fit though, that's good. And glue still feels alright. Holding anyway. That's fine. Right, next to 23 on the right, 24 on the left. So 23, well fortunately those two are directly opposite each other, so that does make that a little easier. 23, 24, so that's 23. Do this on its own. You just slide on out, thank you. And it goes on the right hand side, which is over here. Let's see, can I can't see very well, and you can see nothing. So what makes you think Nvidia's gone and rolled this out? Are they kind of trying to distance themselves a little from... Did I say Nvidia? I meant AMD. You think they're trying to distance themselves from Nvidia a little bit? Or are they just like noticing that there's a bit of demand for more generalized computing rather than quite as specialized a bit of kit as their ridiculous graphic cards? What do you think? What's your impression, TV? Let's hear some spicy takes. I'm curious. Right, there we go. You can just pop on out. I don't know. Honestly, my I'm so out of the loop when it comes to what's going on in tech. I've kind of, I don't know. I've not checked out. I'm just distracted, I'd say. I'm distracted. At the moment, dedicated graphics is still the way. Yeah, that sounds about right. But like, if you got the like, and there's like good applications for another like integrated graphics card, as you see, for like laptops and the like. Right. 17 and 18 want to be not the frontmost. They're the largest. The largest are actually the second pair. So that's fine. So 18's on the right hand side. Well, the left hand side of the body, but looking at it's on the right. Snippy. 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 As I say, I have actually been considering getting a new computer this year. I mean, God knows I'm getting paid enough for it now. Wahoo! Yeah. So I may, well, I will maybe be looking at getting another PC this year. That would be very good. Because I mean, I've had this one since before I started VTubing. That was over 3 years ago. Wait, I've been streaming for 3 years now. Yeah, it's nearly been 4 years now. I've almost had this PC for 4 years. That's a weird thought. Doesn't feel like it. Laptops, small form factor desktops, yeah. Framework just announced a 4.5 litre computer with a new APU. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Top off, I suppose. Very exciting. But yeah, I will have to, yeah, I think this is going to be a year for upgrades in general. And PC upgrades are necessary. I can maybe retire my current one. And by retire, I mean, you know, turn it into a server. Oh, the poor thing. It thinks its days are numbered. No, no, your life will continue. Your life will continue, but as a server. For some game or other, no doubt. Or service, I suppose. Oh, I have some plans. Oh, I really can't wait to get my internet installed. Although I am gonna have to start getting on my hands and knees to try and like beg people to be present to let the engineers in. Because I really, really, really don't want to have to delay it. Because I have really been missing having internet that is not dependent on 5G. Hold on, how are we doing? We have not dropped a single frame this stream. Thank bloody goodness. It's a miracle compared to last week's collab. Did I just snip both of those off? No, I've just not placed... Yes, I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'm so clever. Right, which one goes where? You go there. Right, that's fine. These ones are a little bit easier to see. Come have a look. Yeah. That collab last week was so much fun, though. Was a lot of fun. Like, if anything, the lag just made it more fun. Well, it made it fun for me. It might have frustrated some of the others. But no, it was great playing with everybody. It's been lovely. It's been so long since I've had like a proper collab like that. Like big size collab with a number of friends. It was lovely. course, I have been keeping my ear to the ground with how everyone's doing. I continue to be nothing but impressed with Shu. She's doing so well. I'm so proud of her. She's doing great. Cornelia as well. We got to see Ryu as well, who's sadly been very quiet since then. I hope she's doing alright. But all things considered, the stream went very well. And Veda too. Let's not forget Veda. She would never let me live it down. If I did. I lived it down, she'd never forgive me. The lag was true content creator. Wasn't it though? Wasn't it? It was so good. It was so fun. Like, oh god. Oh, it was so much fun. But yeah, I think the others will be very relieved when I get my internet installed. Can actually play properly. That will be, well, I'll be relieved as well, to be fair. Right, that just slots right into place. That is very good. Yeah, that'll be very good. I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, March. What does March have in store? I mean, honestly, March has got me feeling creative again. It's not even March yet, but it's nearly March. We're days away from March, and it's got me feeling creative. Like, I want to write. I want to write again. Like, if your instinct upon hearing that I want to do writing in March is dread and like shell shock and trauma response, like, go right ahead, to be honest. But no, the pattern continues. I want to write in March. I don't think I want to just write in March, but like, my body is screaming, Mel, you must create. It is. Where's my follower goal visual novel, Mel? It's probably not coming. No, it will come eventually. Eventually. Like, that was, wait, was that the plan last year? Or was that the plan the year before? Yeah. That was a 600 follower plan, wasn't it? I think it was a 600 follower plan. That was the year before. Really? It's been that long already? Oh my god. Well, I mean, I suppose that's what Softy originally was, wasn't it? Oh no, Softy was last year. That's what the... Yeah, that's what the Bronze Age story originally was. But the scope got away from me and then I burned out. Yeah, that happened. Yeah. Well, we'll try and correct that at some point. We will, I promise. Maybe. Okay, now we get to put the leg together, apparently. Right, leg, I think, is over here. This is, oh, this is multiple pieces put together. Okay, we're gonna have to do that for a sec. Right, so we need 34, 44, 45. This is a dense sprue now, isn't it? There's a lot of pieces on this one. Hold on. A little bit more height here. Yeah, no. We will eventually... Hold on, I need to move the microphone a little. Eventually, we will do a visual novel. I keep wanting to do it. Like, art's always the problem, though. Or rather, I'm holding myself back because I don't have good art. I'd have to use my own art. I refuse to use AI. I think you'll agree with me on that one. Right. Where's 30 something or other? That's 33. That's 34. I'm surprised. Doesn't look like a 34. Right, Snippy. Snippy. I would like to do visual novel though. Of some kind. I think my real enemy is always, as ever, scope creep. It's scope creep and burnout. Those are the enemies. Those are the enemies. Right, so that's one hoof. We need 44, 45. Those are two little clawsies. Where are the little clawsies? Where are they? That's 9 and 7. 8 and 10. Are they on another sprue? They're not on that one. They should be on this one. Feels like they should be. But I don't see them. Curious. Check this one then. Yep, they're here. They're here. Lovely. Oh, I think it's... Wait, hold on. Which ones is it? 44, 45. We've got 46, 47, but I don't think that'll do. Where's 44 and 45 then? Are they here? They're here. Yeah, there they are. They're just tucked away on the end of this one. I nearly missed those little things. Right, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, no, creativity is screaming at me to create right now. Screaming at me. Like, it's gonna be very disappointed with me if I don't at least go through the motions of doing something. We'll figure it out, don't worry. We'll do something fun. Oh, that's way too far in. We'll do something fun, for sure. Is there a particular preference for which one goes where? That one looks like it goes there. Yeah, that's fine. That goes on that side. This one goes on the other side. Did that just fall? Where'd that go? It fell somewhere. I don't think it's on my chair. Is it on the floor? It's on the floor. Okay, I got it. Just wanted to see what it was like. Right, how does this go again? We want them, yes, pointing downwards. So you go like that, I think. Excuse me. Bit more like this. Yes, exactly like that. Yeah, scope creep's my enemy. Like, what I really want to do is I want to do like an online kind of game. I want to do the mobile game again right now. Like, as far as like programming is concerned, I want to do program. I really want to do programming. I really do. Like, I mean, I want to write, but like, I've got like particular goals when it comes to programming that I want to achieve. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. I know. The poor neglected mobile game. Oh shit, pop that out. Yeah, the poor neglected mobile game. That's it. Yes, this is it. Lovely. Right. You go here. That's fine. Yeah, I want to work on it. Or I want to work on something similar. It's just when it gets to the part which is like actual game design instead of the programming part, that's where I stumble. That's where I kind of... It's not where I lose enemy energy. It's just... It's not where my passion is to the same degree. Which really sucks. It does. Right, 32, 33, that's this piece. Isn't that this piece? That's 33. That's 35. Where's 32? That's 32. Doesn't look like a 32, but it's 32. But yeah, yeah, that's kind of the problem, I think. I don't know. Well, I think the problem is I hold myself back. Is the problem. I doubt myself, and it stops me from making progress. I've been talking about this kind of stuff for like 2-3 years at this point. I just hold myself back way too much. So I very much need to not do that. But at the same time, if someone was like, Mel, I want to make a mobile game, or I want to make a gacha game, I want to do a something, I'd be like, yes, yes, please let me work on it with you. Like, just tell me you want something done and I'll do it. Learning about networking stuff, it's got me like thinking about like new ways to do like an in-game messaging system, and it'd be super easy, like the way that I've done it already. Like, it's not fully implemented in the gacha game, but the way I've done it so roundabout, there's probably much easier ways to do it, and I think I know how I would do it. Also, I don't think these pieces are compatible with each other. No, they are not. They are the same side of the thigh. Where's 33? Where's 33? That's 34. That's 33. There we go. Right, that's fine. But yeah, it's got me wanting to work on it more. And like, if somebody else were working on the... Like, did I start snipping this and then just... Yeah, I did. I started snipping this and then I rotated it and forgot what I was snipping. Weird. But yeah, I don't know, just having someone to work on it with me would be nice. They don't even necessarily have to be designy, per se. They just have to be like, Mel, I've got an idea. Just save me some hassle. Hold on. Do you have to do a whole ball and socket joint thing here? So you two fit together. And then... Can you fit into that now? Oh, you go like that. That makes sense, yeah, because of the digitigrade. That just locks on? That feels like that'll be fine. Yeah, so we set these together and then we slot the foot into place. That feels good. I don't know. I need to bully more creative people, I think. By bully, I mean make friends with, but I mean like it's me. I make friends with people by bullying them. Like good friends with people by bullying them. I've kind of noticed it, like if the default is I must tease this person if I get on well with them. It's bit me in the butt before, but it's just what I'm like. A little bit. So I'm learning to, you know, be a little bit nicer. Or be a bit more careful about when people are actually comfortable being teased. Like, establish whether it's cool and then tease. That's the rule. Like, is it fine if I rip you to shreds sometimes? Yes? Excellent. We are going to get on so well. There we go. And that even popped into place. That was satisfying, actually. Toxic. Not toxic. Not in a toxic way. Listen. Listen. When I tease people, I make sure, well, these days anyway, I make sure that they're okay with it. And if there's a situation where they're like, no, Mel, I really need help, I am like nothing but their #1 advocate. Like, if they actually need help, I am 1,000,000% there for them. Aside from that, toxic. Because all health. Yes, absolutely. Right, leg goes into place here. Look at that, we've at least got a leg to stand on. Ha 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 ha. Is this sticking right? I don't feel like it's gluing in properly. It really doesn't. Feels like it's not fitting. Odd. It's a bit weird. Right, it's fine. Feels like it's in place. Might need a little bit more glue. Yeah, it'll need a little bit more glue. Feels like it could do with more surface area to attach to. Either that or just use too much glue. Now it's not going to sit right. It's not set right. Set being the post tense of sat, indeed. Right, hold on right properly. That should do. Right, let's set you like that. Now we do the other leg the same way, which is completely fine. I just had a little sip, by the way. I've got what I'm drinking. I've got Iron Brew and alcohol-free Jack Daniels. Wait, tell a lie, not Jack Daniels, Captain Morgan. Alcohol-free Spiced Gold, which I saw when I was shopping on my birthday, and I was like, you know what? Why not? I say shopping, I was just at the supermarket. But I thought, why not? Let's get ourselves a little bit of that. And it's all right. I don't like it anywhere near as much without the alcohol. Like, I prefer the flavor of it with alcohol compared to the alcohol-free. It's like, you can taste it's a little bit spicy. You can taste like the spice and the flavor of it all. But it's nowhere near as tangy. It's nowhere near as satisfying. Like, you like that little burn in the throat, you know? It's just not there. It's just not there with the alcohol-free. Which is a shame. Where's that piece gone? I just cut a piece out. And now it's not there. Which is very helpful. Where the flip is it? It's not fallen. I've got the leg piece. I've got the outside of the thigh. Where's... Ah, I've not snipped it yet. I'm dumb. Also, hello Spook Rosa. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Just add vodka. Add vodka is an option, but I don't have any vodka. I actually do still have a dribble of spiced rum. I got alcohol-free spiced rum when I still had spiced rum. But yes, hopefully you're doing good there, Spook Rosa. Hobby sesh going well. I'm building me a Tervagon. Because I don't want a gun that's barely more effective than a Trigon at taking down a vehicle. I want something that spawns more Gaunt, is what I want. That's what we're doing today. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy your time here. Do you play 40k yourself? Or any other kinds of war games or model games or whatever? Do tell, do share, or feel free to. As I mentioned at the friendly local game store this week, I've played nothing but Tyranid, basically. Although I have had little shots of other armies, very little shots, but mostly a mid player. I do like the bugs. The bugs are fun. They're very fun indeed. Let's see. Mostly play Age of Sigmar and 40k right now. Oh, very good. Try not to add to my pile of shame. Understandable. I mean, my pile of shame is actually 2 years old. For the last 2 years, like, okay, disclaimer, first of all, I've not played any 40k for like 2 years. Not 2 years, sorry. I've not played it for like probably 10 years, something like that. So I've not played in forever, is my excuse. But the last 2 years, my brothers decided, yeah, let's get Mel some 40k. Fucking Tyranids. And I was like, great, thank you. I don't really have any major plans to play right now, but thank you. And even when he was like, yeah, no, we'll play together, we never actually ended up playing together. So, but this year I actually decided, you know what, we've got all these figures, they're literally taking up space in my house at this point. Oh, I've got the leg backwards, well done, Mel. Yeah, they're taking up too much space in my place, which is not very much, but enough. And I kind of need to do something with them. Like, am I going to sell them? Am I going to build them? And I was like, well, I kind of want to play them sometimes. And honestly, I'm kind of just looking for more excuses to do fun stuff with my brother. Some lovely familial love going on there. So yeah, that's been very nice. It's been good having an excuse to spend more time like talking with him about stuff. And also, it's easy stream content, so I'm more than happy to play with it. But yeah, no. So I had what was it? I had the, what's it called? I had the Leviathan box, or the Tyranids half of the Leviathan box. Basically double that, except for the Neurogaunt and the what's it called? The Neurotyrant, which I already had from that box. And for my birthday, just last weekend, I just got this kit. Again, from my brother, who just wants to keep foisting more 40k on me. And I'm just like, you know what? Just go for it, sure. I wouldn't say no. This thing's actually kind of useful. Definitely suits my army style. What armies do you play yourself? Both Sigmar and 40k. Do tell. My brother's very much the type to go for multiple different kinds of armies. He's got some orcs, he's got some necrons, he's got some space marines. He's jealous of the Tau walker that I've got. Although that was gifted to me from a friend, so not exactly something that I got myself. Right, let's get this leg in. Let's see, Cities of Sigmar for AOS, and 40k's Gene Stealer Cults, more Gribblies, lovely. I have floated the idea of getting some Gene Stealer Cult. I wanted to do like a bit of a dark comedy idea. Haven't really played, mostly paint. That's fair. Like the modeling, it's like, this is the thing. This is what they don't tell you about, you know, doing 40k or war games as a hobby. Like 80% of it is the modeling. Like a full 80% of it is modeling and making the figures and painting them. That's like 40% of it, or like 80% of it. And like the other part is going to be like actually playing the game. Well, actually, no, tell a lie. 80% of it's arguing about the game. 10% of it's actually doing the modeling and painting. And then the last 10% is actually playing it. That sounds a bit more like it. That's much more like it. There we go. That's more accurate. Right, okay, we've got the back half done. We just need to put the arms on. We need to put the body on. We need to put the head on. This is coming along quite nicely, actually. Right, which leg did I do first? I did this leg first, so you can just go like that. Don't fall off. What's next? We want 39. And we need this sprue as well, because we need to get the jabby little bitties off of it. So 39 and 38. Right, 39, 38. Which ones are those? Where are those? That's 39. That's 38. Okay, that's very nice. But yeah, I actually just recently, well, I very recently moved, just a couple of weeks ago. And as it happens, there's a friendly local game store practically right across the road from me. So I'm very, very fortunate in that regard. And so, yeah, I finally had a little bit of time, by which I mean I changed my stream schedule slightly, so that I could actually go to the friendly local game store on Wargaming night. And it was quite nice, actually. I had a lot of fun. Sat and built some models with a couple of other folks who were like building and painting. There were a couple of games going on, which was very cool. Let's see, that's 38. And I need... That's the wrong one. 40 and 41. That's... Where's the hell have those gone? Where are 40 and 41 gone? God damn it. Is Genestealer Cult an Imperium Tyranid hybrid? So it's more... Well, yes. Some, like, practically speaking, Genestealer Cult is Imperium Tyranid hybrid. Because you can, like... You can have some Tyranid units in your army, and you can also use, like, Lemon Rust tanks. Kind of thing. So, practically speaking, you do get to have a little splash of both of them. In terms of lore, they're much more aligned with Tyranids. But when I say that they're in line with Tyranids, it doesn't mean that they're actually, you know, all for the Great Devourer. Because they actually don't know what the Great Devourer is, as it happens, for the most part. Which is sad. Sad for them. Because they get nommed. They are literally just used as vanguards and local partisans who then just get eaten and absorbed for biomass. Just like everything else. It's grim as hell, but it's 40k, so we kind of deal. We kind of deal. Right, this should be relatively obvious which one goes where, because we want to point downwards. Are these just mirror images of each other? They look like they're broadly mirror images of each other. One's slightly more curved on the inside. Let's see. Should be kind of obvious which one goes where. But yeah, Genestealer Cult's kind of cool in that regard. I will consider whether I want to get some Genestealer Cults at some point. I don't think I'm incredibly likely to, mostly because, you know, I'm married to my Nids. Been collecting these things for probably half my life by this point. More than. Actually, almost certainly more than. And by collecting them, I mean, like, they've been sitting in a box. On a shelf. And, like, I've occasionally been given more. Dear. But no, it's a little joking observation I've made before. The best Warhammer is Warhammer you don't have to pay for. It's Warhammer that other people give you. Yeah, that fits perfectly. But then I do actually see myself ending up paying for some more Warhammer. Actually, that's something that I can mention. While I was at the game store, one of the regulars noticed that I was building Tyranids and was like, oh, if you want, I do happen to have a Parasite of Mortrex. If you want. I bought it, but it's a nightmare to paint and I can't be bothered. And I was like, you know what? That thing spawns Ripper Swarms, and those things are really useful for my army. So I was just like, yeah, sure. I'll take that. Thank you very much. So yeah, next time I go, which should be next Tuesday, I may walk away with, well, £15 lighter, but also have another model that will actually be useful for my army. So that'll be nice. Would actually be very useful. Right, let's get a little bit more height going on here. But yeah, no, it would actually be super useful because, yeah, it's got like an ovipositor, and when it kills a model with it, not a unit and just like a single model, it spawns a bunch of Ripper Swarms. And Ripper Swarms are how my army stays alive, basically. Ripper Swarms allow my army to spawn more units, which is incredibly useful because I like having lots of units. My whole thing is just having gaunts, gaunt. And if there's a way to like just spawn even more units into my army for free, I'm gonna consider it. I am. So yeah, that'd be really fun. Right, 42, 43. I think another reason why it's probably not quite as popular, like the Parasite of Mortrex rather, because like there are other people at the game store who do like Tyranids, but they've not taken up the offer of the Parasite yet either. I expect is because it's a nightmare to get your hands on Ripper Swarms, because you get like 1 with every 10 gaunts. And like typically it's expected if you're going to be deploying them, you're going to have tons of gaunts anyway. So you buy the gaunts, then you get the Rippers. But like if you just want the Rippers, like if you really want to unbalance your army and have like so many Ripper bases, then you kind of need to buy a lot of gaunts. So I can see myself buying a lot more gaunts. This is indeed the Melanie. Welcome to the stream, Wendy. Hopefully you're doing good. Who am I kidding? You're always doing good. Well, I certainly hope you're always doing good. But yeah, good to see you, Wendy. Hopefully you're doing good. We are building my Tervagon today, which I got as a birthday present. We're going to be spawning gaunts all over the map. We're going to be spawning gaunts everywhere. In fact, that's my dream. I want to max out the number of gaunts that I can actually deploy. Actually, I want to see, how many can we? Your throat's doing better. Oh, that's good. That's very good to hear. Glad to hear it. Very glad to hear it. Right, hold on. I want to see. It's new recruit, isn't it? Yes, it's new recruit. Hold on. Let's see just how many endless swarm units I can have, because I really hope it's not 3. I hope I can have more. More would be good. Come on, new recruit. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Load, please. Load, please. I'll refresh the page so that I can do some gluing while it's loading. There we go. But yeah, no, it's just really nice. It's really nice. Just having a little hobby. Like, it's not like... I don't know. I'd say I'm not gonna try hard playing 40k. I'm gonna try hard. I don't do things by half measures. How do you go, by the way? Where do you go in? What are you attached to? You go in... Yeah, you go in the backside. Not the backside. Third arms. Like this? No, like this? Yes, like this. That's how you do. So, question is, how do you go in? Because I know that you do go in, but like, do you go with your claws on the ground, or do you go with your claws in the air, or... I'm not sure. Hold on, let's have a little look-see. Hobbies are amazing. Hobbies are good. Hobbies are a fun time. It's well worth having a hobby. Streaming is a good hobby. Not gonna lie. Yahoo focus. Right, how do you go? Yeah, okay, so typically those claws do go on the ground. So I'm gonna actually stick them on. Kind of once I've got this on the base. We'll get the rest together. You can't even see what I'm doing right now. So normally you would stick these on just now, but I don't want to stick them on if it means that these are going to be in the wrong spot. I want to have this ready to go on the base, and then once it's already down, like look something like that, then I go sticking them on. Like this is what it's going to be like. That's the plan. That's the plan. So those legs are done anyway. You don't have to worry about them. They're doing their thing. They're just vibing. Except for the fact that this is for the Tyrannifex. I may have done this wrong. Hold on. Right, that looks normal. That looks normal. Looks normal. Have I done something wrong? Because that says Tyrannifex. Hold on. Unless... No, this is fine. Because it says Tyrannifex here. Peculiar. Weird. Anyway, it's fine. We're doing Tervagon. Ah, right. Okay, this is fine. Glad I took a little moment. Now we stick the body sides on. We stick the goofy parts on. Then we do the head. Then we do the legs. And then we can do the claws. And I am putting crabby claws on. Crabby claws are amazing. That's what we're doing. That's how we're doing it. Right. Okay. In that case, it's now time for the fun part. It's time for the fun part. This reminds me of a very sad half-painted dragon stuck in my TV table. We'll paint the dragon. But remembered what I have to do. Now we put the side on. Look at that. That fits so well. Looks so good and looks so horrifying. It's like big sacks. Like a big pouch. Grim as feck. Right, so those go on either side. So this goes like that. And the attachment points are primarily here along this little ridge. So I really wish it was clearer where they were to go. Right, that goes there. We put some here, here, and all the way up to the back there. So put some blue in here, along the underside there. Some up here, I think. And some in here. And then in each of these little gaps. Hopefully that'll do. Let's see. I think that'll do. Nice. I don't like having such a large piece attached with such few drops of glue. Although I suppose I can do along the inside ridge here so that the two bits kind of like between them they stick themselves to it. That would be handy. You want them to work together, to sandwich together. Yes. The second one's over here. At this point, the dragon has to be half painted. It's like 3. That's easy done. Is that a Warhammer? It sounds like it'll probably be a Warhammer thing, Windy. Probably Warhammer. Right, little splodge, splodge, splodge. Little splodge up here. A little bit more here and here, probably. If not, it should be fine. Oh, and another little splodge right at the back. There we go. Why are you not fitting neatly? Are you stuck? You're stuck. Why are you stuck? Damn it. It's D&D. Oh, D&D dragon. Right, that's cool. That is cool. Right, and then that fits together perfectly. That's pretty grim looking, actually. I'm not gonna lie. And then it's got this whole little section at the front, that little gaunt's like being birthed. This pod. It's so grim, I love it. Right, a little bit of glue along the edge of the seam. Just to help kind of stick it all together. There we go. Right, now that that's done, next thing, we assemble the head. We assemble the head next. So we want 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Keep it nice and simple. Right, those are head pieces, so they'll be on this sprue, I do believe. So we start with 4, 5, and 6. Where are they? Right, here we go. Nice big head. Lovely. Love the nice big head. Such a nicely sculpted inner rib cage, fully covered. Really? The inner rib cage is so nicely done? Wow. Wendy. Not gonna deny rather. That sounds very Cannibal Yuri to me. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see, right, can we get this little snippy in place? Nippity whippity. There we go. Like, you have such a nice inner rib cage. It's a shame that no one will ever see it. Right, that's that piece done. Get the other side. Wait, there's 2 heads. The dragon has 2 heads. The dragon has 2 heads. Hold on. Right, yeah, the dragon has 2 heads. So, yeah, the Tyrannifex has the big bladed snout. I would let a pretty girl eat me if she wanted to. I bet you would. Whereas, yeah, the Tervagon does not have the bladed head. So, have I just snipped off the bladed head or the non-bladed head? I think I just snipped off the non-bladed head. It's fine. But yeah, that means there's 2 heads. 2 heads is fun. 2 heads is rather fun. What's for the bonk? Why bonk? I was getting it right. There is no need for a bonking. The bonking is unnecessary. It is a redundant bonking. There we go. It is superfluous. It is unnecessary. It is rubbish, I say. Right, I mean number 6, which is the tongue. Where's the tongue? That tongue? That's the tongue. There we go. Lovely big long tongue. Proportionally speaking. Rightio. And... oh wait, hold on, there's 2 tongues. Do we get the Barbie one? Barbie tongue? Yes, I think we get the Barbie tongue. As opposed to the other guy, which has just a regular sticky tongue. Yeah, we get the tongue. Oh, that went flying. That's fun. BRB food. Enjoy your food, TV. Enjoy your food. Right, so does your tongue just... yeah, it looks like it just sits in the oral cavity without necessarily a natural resting place. Much like a real tongue, as it happens. Yes, become conscious of the fact that your tongue has no natural resting place in the mouth. Suffer. TV can get off lightly. He's away already. Assuming he's away already. Can we now? Yeah. Right, okay, we glue the head together first and then we put the tongue in place. We glue the head together and then we get the tongue in place. So, glue, glue, glue along the top. We don't need to do one in the mouth just yet. We'll probably just... actually, not tell a lie, we will do the inside of the mouth. it can probably glue itself down quite nicely. That will do. Now the middle of the tongue. Like there's going to be a little tongue ridge around the inside of the mouth. Stick you in. Good stuff. Very good stuff. That right there. Hold on. That's rather intimidating, that is. Very big, long, pointy tongue. Nom nom nom. Yeah, I like that the one that is spawning more bibbies is the one that's got the pointy tongue. It's quite cute, actually. Right, we need 11 goes on the top of the head. So let's see where part 11 is now. There it is, just over here. It's like this little ridgy piece. I'm really looking forward to getting this army in the field, to be honest. What am I actually needing to do for this army? 'Cause what do I need? The army that I'm building, for the Crusade Force at the very least, I need 20 gaunts. I've got more than 20 gaunts, but I wanna use all my new gaunts on that first. So 20 gaunts. I want 10 Gene Stealers and a Broodlord. I've got well over 10 Gene Stealers. And I've got 2 Broodlords, as it happened. So we're pretty well set up in that regard. I've got one old Broodlord made out of metal, actually. And one of the newer ones made out of plastic. They look very different, but they're both pretty cool, to be honest. Both of them will go down a treat. I plan on using both of them in the same army, actually. That's not going in. Not at the same time. Well, at the same time. Yes, at the same time. I'll use both of them in the same army. They both look very different from each other. They're both very cool. 2 very different vibes, 2 different eras of Gene Stealer. Well, Broodlord specifically. That should be fine. So yeah, I've got 2 of those. They'll work. Oh, not going in. Ah, the top piece rather than the bottom piece. Well done, Mel. That's it. Yes. A couple of millimeters makes all the difference when it comes to reducing the seams. That'd be really fun. Just having 2 different Gene Stealers working together. 2 very different vibes. One of them probably... I'd probably rule it as like one of them is a bit more of like a pure Gene Stealer. And the other one's probably one that's a bit more humanoid, perhaps. Right, one head assembled. We just need to put the little side pieces on. 7, 8, 9, 10. Where are those? Are those these pieces? Nope, still looking for a home for... Actually, no, there's not going to be a home for those because this entire sprue, aside from these 2 pieces, is more for the Terran effects. So let's not worry about that anymore. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, there's 8 and 10. And there's 7 and 9. So that's fine. We'll go for 7 and 8 first. So 8's here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this army, actually. That'll be good. But yeah, once this thing's built, yeah, 7 and 8. That was 8. So I need 7. But yeah, I think the only thing I need now, I've got my... What's it called? I've got my... thingamajig. Yeah, my Psychovore. Wait, Psychovore? I think it's a Psychovore? I think it's a Psychovore. Psychophage, that's it. Phage. That's much better. Not Psychovore, Psychophage. Yeah, I've got Psychophage. Ah, oh, look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Can you even appreciate it? It goes into that little slot at the side of the head. That's so cool. Starts looking a bit like a raptor there, actually. It looks like something at Jurassic Park. So cool. Right. But yeah, Psychophage. I need 20 gaunts, which I just need to build 10 more, I think, maybe. And yeah, I need to build 10 more, which I can probably do before next time I go to the shop. Or maybe we'll just like build them at the shop. That could be fine. And then I think my Crusade force is ready to go, which would be very, very nice. Right, you go down here, and that fits fairly well. Not perfectly though. There we go. That's it. So yeah, I think just this, and then 10 more gaunts, and then I should be ready for my main force. My starting 1,000 of my Crusade force will be good to go. That'll be fun. That means I'm actually good for a game, basically. Well, I mean, they'll be assembled. I'll still need to paint them. That'll be a bitch. But I don't mind. I don't know. I'm one of those annoying players who like finds the painting like much less important than building. Like, what was I talking about today? I was talking about playing D&D, actually. The guy who I am working alongside, he's fairly cool. We were talking about, yeah, playing D&D and stuff. He doesn't play very much, but he does like watching and especially listening to like recordings and what have you. So yeah, but we're talking about different styles of playing D&D and running D&D. And I was saying how, well, he was asking a lot of questions like, you know, the typical assumption that you're going to be working either with miniatures on an actual table or you will be using a virtual tabletop. And I had to explain, no, I actually prefer playing Theatre of the Mind. Because like in my experience, like working with a virtual tabletop or with minis is fun, but I actually prefer the speed and the descriptions that you can do by playing Theatre of the Mind rather than like fiddling about with miniatures. I find minis and having a tabletop and worrying about like tactical positioning and what have you just slows the game way too much. For my preference, at the very least. 30 and 31. We need our bibbies. Where are our bibbies? Are they on this sprue? There's one bibby. There's a second bibby. There we go. Lovely. So 30 is here. Lovely. But yeah, I like playing Theatre of the Mind. So like, I like things that allow me to play the game sooner rather than getting distracted with peripherals kind of thing. Like, I don't like the idea of playing a game but being so distracted by miniatures that you're not actually, you know, playing the game. Everyone's got their own preference, and absolutely I'd say like depending on your party, depending on your DM, playing with minis is a good thing. Like, it's good for my typical party because honestly a lot of the time we're all kind of like tired, half checked out. The DMs can get like distracted or not feel great for a little bit, so it works really well in that regard because it does make sense that they would want to like slow down a little bit. Personally, for me, I like a little bit more speed. I like a bit more dynamic stuff going on, and it's kind of easier to do that playing Theatre of the Mind, or at least I tend to find it suits me. But again, very, very personal in here. Your mileage likely will vary significantly. Definitely doesn't make for quite as good a visual experience. There's ways around it, there's ways to accommodate it, but yeah, less to look at. Especially if I was to say stream the thing. We've only done for solo games, actually, now I think about it. I missed my chance to put you in place. Friend. No, you should be fine. Are you not going in? Is that you? Feels like that's you. Or does it? Do you have enough glue? Don't know if it's got enough glue. A little bit more glue. Lodge. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Look at them coming out of the pouch. Look at them go. Theatre of the Mind is great, but silly girls like me will blink and lose track sometimes. Right, okay, well, keep in mind. But yeah, feeding back your preferences and your experience to DM and players is always good. Don't be shy about it. Absolutely not. Do not be shy. Oh, you are not in place. Actually, are you? No, you're not in place. Oh dear. There's a seam at the bottom. I'm not happy about that. A little seam right there. Can you see it? Like, it's very minor, but it would be annoying. I don't think it seemed generally. I think we're okay. But can I fill that gap? That felt a bit better. It does not seem happy. Hold on. Come on out, you. Ah, there's a big mess of brew at the back of the neck. That's why it's not sitting pretty. That's it. Go. Right, apply apply glue directly to this. Now you should go in fine. There we go. There we go. And there's no seam, or if there is, it's absolutely minute. A little bit of glue there, and we are good to go. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right, and also head. Head gets to go in now as well. So head goes like this, broadly. Does nothing go under the chin? Is that nothing that happens? No, it's fine. We just want it to be looking broadly straightforward for the most part. This. Looks like the babies are kind of like rupturing out to the sides a little bit. So yeah, we want it to kind of point straight forwards. Possible. It's kind of like like I say, there's like a natural spot that you want the head to go for the most part. Like broadly, like right in the middle of its range. Should do. And now, let's have you looking straight at us, lined up. and horrifyingly aggressive. That ought to do us. Lovely. Lovely. Right, one head. In position. And the little babies bursting out of the belly is very nice as well. That's what we're here for. That's what I signed up for. Children being birthed on the battlefield and sent to warfare. Well, I mean, it's fine because, like, they're not sentient. Well, I mean, they're sentient, but, like, you know, they're gribblies. Right, claws. Claws are fun. I do want to use claws. The claws are the weapons of choice. The scything talons are good, but I am debating it slightly. Like, scything talons can do more attack than they can hit more accurately, but they're nowhere near as ludicrously strong. And to be honest with these things, they're mostly going to be chaperoning their children. They're going to be chaperoning their children so that they can continue fighting. But if they get up really close, they're going to be going up against something that's like, I don't know, I think there's a potential they might run into something a little bit tougher than their children can actually handle on their own. In which case, they're more likely to need the claws than they are to need the talons, I would say. Welcome back, TV. Good to see ya. But yeah, the talons are 1/6 less accurate, but they are significantly stronger in combat. Like most enemies will be significantly weaker against them, I'm pretty sure. Also, yeah, my thing loaded up. Lovely. Hold on. Swarm Botticelli. My Tervagon. Yeah, let's have a little look at the claws and the talons. So the claws are 4 attacks, weapon strength, weapon skill 4s, strength 12. Being within synapse range means they're actually hitting on, well, they're actually getting +1 strength. So that goes up to strength 13, but that's kind of moot. It's still more than enough to be wounding a Space Marine on 5s. Scything Talons, though, I mean, they're still strength like 9 on a strike, which is 10 with Synapse. 7 on a sweep, which is more than enough to kill mooks. AP 2. Crushing Claws are AP -3. Strike attacks do D6 damage. Crushing Claws do D6 +1. I think Talon's worth it. I don't like making the decision like right off the cuff like that. But we kind of need to a little bit. Just a little bit. So 4 attacks, 3+ weapon skill instead of 4+. Strength 12 versus strength, well, strength 13 versus strength 10. What a strike. AP -2 versus AP -3. D6 wounds versus, well, D6 damage versus D6 +1 damage. I think it's kind of a mix, to be honest. The Scything Talons just give you an option for being better at dealing with hordes. Like, really, really weaker goons. But, like, when is it going to be going up against weaker goons that its children haven't already shot to death? You know? What do you think? Should we prioritize going up against really, really tough opponents? Or do we prioritize going up against larger hordes of weaklings? Goonwall build? Well, I mean, we're going for a Goonwall build already, to be honest. The children birthing, it's going to be cooler to fight big things. So So you think we should go for the claws rather than the talons? With the higher strength stat? Or do you think we should go for the talons, which are a bit more... like, they've got more options in what they can do. Like, they can strike or they can sweep, whereas the claws can just crush. The babies can already handle the chuff, let mama have the big stuff. I suppose. Because, like, I mean, like you say, like, these, like, honestly, like, she's gonna be marching alongside 40 babies. She's gonna be marching alongside 40 babies at a start and keeping them alive. Those babies can probably maul down anything in front of her. So they probably don't need to worry too much. I could do that. And then, like, if there is anything bigger, like if there's a tank or whatever, or if there's like a ludicrously armored opponent in front of her that the babies can't deal with, he can just go in and deal with them. That could work. Yeah. Plus, going for the claws does keep her in line with my Carnifex, which also has claws. Claws are just the best. Like, talons are good, but the claws are just better. Plus, honestly, the box art does depict her with claws. Box art does depict her with claws. So, yeah, honestly, I think claws might be the way for us to go. We'll go for that. We'll do claws. I should just stop overthinking things. Honestly. I mean, I've not done the maths on this quite the same degree. I'd want to do, like, multiple scenarios. But, like, the odds of her being overwhelmed by, like, large numbers of enemies, not having an escort of her own, are really low. So I'm not too concerned about it happening. If it does happen, she's got bigger problems, to be entirely honest with you. She's got much bigger problems. So that's one claw, and that's the second claw. I may just stick these claws on after we've glued her down. Maybe? We'll see. We'll see how I feel. That's already snapped. That's already snapped. There we go. Right. Let's just do a little bit of cleaning up. Yeah, I think I do like the claws better. My instinct when I was younger and put claws on my Carnifex definitely paid off. Carnifex is still very useful to this day. I don't expect I'll regret this. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I lose how many attacks? She's like 1/3 more likely to fail on an attack, and she gets like half as many attacks against like a large horde of enemies. But like we say, she should have a bunch of allies to soak up some damage. She'll be fine. She'll be completely fine. My Venus is what I've named her very appropriately, I think. Why do you feel so... Is that little baby's tongue hitting the ground? That little baby's tongue is hitting the ground. I think it is actually. Interesting. Didn't expect you to be holding yourself up on your baby's tongue. Whatever. Oh, look, a little good in a box. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the baby's tongue is hitting the ground. On the box itself... Wait, hold on. I'll see if I can show you. On the box itself, right here. I'm not sure how well you can see it. There we go. You should be able to see it fairly well. The tongue's been cut off. Because it's digging into the ground. You can only barely see it under that one. Just there. Yeah, the tongue got cut off because it's digging into the ground. Holy crap. Right, okay, that means I can just rest it on its tongue. Oh my goodness. Right, this is fine. This is completely fine. Right, this is good. This means I can just stick it down as I like. Just tasting soil for directions to the nearest Gregs. Well, to be fair, freaking Warhammer is based out of Nottingham, so story checks out, to be honest. Also, do the... Sorry, I keep referring to the box art. Yeah, we want like a millimeter between the hooves and where they actually stick to the bottom. Probably like this. Yeah, that should do nicely. So glue here and glue here. Get her done. There we go. Like this. Is she fitted? Is she glued down? It's her child licking carpet. She's sliding. She's not flush. Shoot. Because of the baby's tongue, she's not flush. Design oversight. Design oversight. She's not flush, so she's not going to stay... That's annoying. Right, fine. Trim a millimeter off the tongue. Just a mill. Hopefully it'll now let me stick her down. How are we looking? My grandmother was born and raised in Nottingham. Fantastic. Did not know that, actually, TV. Well, of course I wouldn't. She does not want to stay with her feet on the ground, does she? Well, that's fascinating. I've never been to Nottingham. I've been relatively close to it. But, oh, for goodness sake. She does not want to stay down. Right, more glue. Clearly we just need to dissolve more of her feet. Stay stuck down, will you please? That felt a bit better. It would just stay down. Maybe. That's because it's the first time I've mentioned it. Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. I'd be very concerned if you'd known that beforehand. I don't know, I feel like you might have mentioned somewhere about having family from the UK, but not specifically where. I feel like you have mentioned it though. Sometime, a while ago. Right, please stay stuck. Part of me is like, why is such a big model attached using just its feet? Bit weird. Like, it's fine, it's just weird. The other claws don't look like it's going to be very good for holding its weight up. Honestly, I'm surprised that's what they're designed to look like at all. Those feet are just not flush. More glue required. Please. Please just stay stuck. Stay stuck down, will ya? Stick, 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 stick. Stick, 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 stick. Please stick. Right, I think I'm gonna have to keep pressure on it until it's actually stuck properly. Which is irritating. Yeah, some of the figures that my friend gave me actually, when he moved. Some of those, especially like for some reason the smaller models, are stuck together using bits of like metal wire. And I'm just like, why? These things are made of plastic. Like, stick them down with plastic glue. It's what it's meant to do. Right, we're not done yet. We're getting close to being done, but we're not done yet. I'm just gonna be sitting here holding this for a little bit. I want a sip. I want a drink. Actually, hold on. I think we're nearly done with this though. So once we've got her done, I think what we might do is maybe do another bunch of gaunts for another hour. Just so I can get all 20 of my new gaunts done. Dr. Octopus arc when? What, really? Oh, for me. Right, I gotcha. Me as Dr. Octopus. I need more arms. Is the main problem with that. Yeah. Dr. Octagonopus. Right, I think we're about done. I think I'm at the point where I'm happy to leave her. Yes. You can hold yourself down with your own weight now, can't you? Just put a little bit more glue here, just to a little bit more support. It can work its way under the hooves. Probably fine, whatever. Right. Now, the claws. So yeah, now you want the side claws on, and then you want the crushing claws on. Then you glue you in place, and you can stick the extra pieces around. Oh, that's fun. Look, the little adrenal gland goes on the thigh, apparently. That's interesting. Does it? Hold on. I think it's optional, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those pieces are optional. There's like a weird marker next to it that suggests it's optional. Yes, choice of parts. Yeah, those are optional. Yeah, because way back when, you used to be able to like add adrenal glands and toxin sacs and stuff to models. And that's what those are. But they still designed to include them because they never know. They might want them to do stuff. But I don't think they actually care about them anymore. Right, so now we just have to get these claws on. So I'm pretty sure this one goes here, broadly. Yes, that's fine. So, a little bit of a splodge inside the joint. Lovely. Oh, dropped you. Then stick you in and get the tip of the claw on a good spot. Doesn't need to actually support the weight, it just needs to look like it is. Pretty good. Then it's kind of glued in. Alright, we want one to be a bit further back because it looks like it's walking. What? Yeah, this one can be a little further forward. This one looks like it's stretched out a bit more. Not really, they look a bit the same. But yeah, that one can be further forward. Will you glue, please? Please stick. Cool. Then this one can lean a bit further back. Make it look like it's walking, because that's fun. We like fun here. Glue. Thank you. Go in and lean further back. Fantastic. You seem to be glowing quite nicely. Nicer than the other side, actually. little bit of a splodge. Support it. That's cool. And then we just have the crushing claws themselves, which is that's it, more or less. Go like this. Do they go like more to the ground? No, they kind of raise up, don't they? Not too much. Like that, yes. Yes, yes. So splodge. Claw. It's like forwards broadly. Also, Kurobachi, good to see ya. Hopefully you're doing well, Kuro. We're doing some Tyrannid building. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way, Wendy. I do have my Iron Brew and no alcohol Captain Morgan, which I'm surprised I've not drank all of yet. Actually, I poured that with my dinner. That was before the stream. Right, how are we doing? Broadly fine. And one last one to go down. Very good. I already have more millbucks than I have real money. Believe me, you're not the only one. You are not the only one. Despite his best efforts, I am sure. Just went for dinner part 2. Oh, good stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed. What do you have? What do you have for dinner? For me, it was... I didn't have carbonara. I didn't have eggs today, so I couldn't do carbonara. I just did kind of really basic tuna spaghetti pasta. Like super basic, like embarrassingly basic, to be honest. But it was good. Good. It was food primarily. That was the focus. Let's see. As well as a Dane with a worthless currency, it's extra painful. Oof. Fair. Fair. Having a burger that I mostly prepared yesterday. Oh, that sounds good. Hope you enjoy. Come on, stick already, will you? It's mostly set, but look at this. Look at her. She's terrifying. She's terrifying. Hold on, I might lower the arm a little bit. Just so it's not quite as high. Those little claws, little crabby claws. There we go. That's looking good. Well, we still got some glue motion on them. Looks good. Very intimidating. Very intimidating, actually, if I may say myself. I mean, it's as if I made the thing. But it's looking pretty good, actually. I'm very happy. Very happy with her. Very happy indeed. Right. Can we neaten her up a little bit? Some of these bits of glue still haven't set properly. It's a bit annoying. Barely set, actually. Hold on. Maybe I just put too much glue in? Or not enough? Right, it's fine. It's fine. All good. All good. I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm happy with her. She is ginormous and terrifying and intimidating, and she's gonna eat a lot of things, to be honest. And she's gonna create a lot of bibbies who will shoot a lot of things. She's awesome and I love her. Venus, welcome to the world. Right, now that we've got this thing, oh my god, I'm just imagining painting her now. I'm just imagining painting her now. She's got a lot of surface area. Oh god, that's gonna be a thing. And as well as that, considering she's gonna be like the centerpiece of my army, she kind of needs to be painted, doesn't she? I can't really not paint her. I can't get away with not painting her. So she's gonna have to get painted at some point. That's gonna be fun. Well, we can look forward to doing that another time. For now, let's see if I can actually find the last of the gaunts. Here we go. The last couple of sprues. Any other gaunts? Wait, are those gaunts? Those are gaunts as well. Hold on. Oh yeah, yeah. When I went to the game store, I actually took a couple of the wrong sprues with me. Yeah, let's get the gaunts done because they're the last thing that I need to actually assemble. So we've got. Fortunately for those, I've got to the stage where I don't actually need the instructions for them, so that's handy. So we need that just for a ripper base. We need that for guns. Then we need these 3 sprues over here. So I think we start with this one. And I've got all the bases just over to the side over there, so that's fine. So yeah, this is so cool. She's so cool. And like little babies coming out the front of her little pouch. 2 of them in there. They're just being born. With guns in hand, fully loaded with ammunition as well. That's a very angry mama. Very angry mama. This is gonna be fun. Right, let's make the babies. Let's make the babies. So... where's number 1? Here's number 1. There we go. So yeah, once I get these 10 done, actually, as I say, that's going to be my my army actually fully built, if not painted. Painting will come next. I've still got a bunch more models to build. But they're not like, well, they shouldn't be the highest priority. Like, building models I'm not planning on playing with soon should not be the highest priority. Be honest. Most of the reason why I've built the ones that I have so far is that I didn't have the bases for all the ones I wanted to build, so we couldn't. It was kind of a moot point. But now I do. But to be honest, it's not really that many, so... I don't know, maybe I'll do a little bit of painting. Maybe I'll even just build the rest of the models off screen. We can just go straight to painting. Because the next models that I would be wanting to do, I've got my Neurogaunts, which there's 10 of, and they're tiny, and there's not really much exciting going on with them, but they are cute. And I've got some Von Ryan's Leapers, which I've already built some of. And I've also got some Barb Gaunts, which again, they're relatively simple. So I'll probably not worry about those ones quite as much. I'll probably build them like off stream. Maybe I'll like take them to the game shop next time I go. And I'll like build those. Yeah, I'll probably build them next week. And give me something to do while negotiating who plays what, basically. That'll be fun. And then maybe the next time I go to the game store after that, maybe I'll actually get a battle going. That'd be very fun. That'd be very fun indeed. 10 out of 10 would get mowed down by the goon wall. Oh dear me. Oh, the internet has destroyed the word goon. Used to be, it was a name for a respectable henchman. Now, well, the less said the better. You know what? It's just a good thing that goons never unionized. I'd be very disappointed. The Great Gooning Guild. Goons United versus whoever has slandered them. Can you imagine? That would be a rather significant mess. They didn't say goonionize? No, but that's an incredible pun. I wish I had came up with it. Goonionized? No, unionized. Either that or no, I didn't make the pun. I wasn't sure if I had made the pun for a second there, but I was like, no, my memory's not quite that bad. Not quite that bad. Right, there's number 1. Where's number 2? That's this one. Goonionize. Goonionize, you say delete. Dear. You know, I should really make a delete. I should edit the delete function, actually. Considering how often it's used in this. Should make it do something. That would be fun. Should make it actually delete someone's account. I can probably do that. I can hack Twitch. It is always modeled to hack Twitch. That's not against terms of service, by the way. To say that. Just making it very clear. My comedic genius is as always unappreciated. I can relate to that. I can relate to that, Wendy. Right, there we go. Where's 7 and 8? There we go. 7. And 8. Yeah, that's a good plan, I think. More Tyranids to build at the shop next week. Then I can maybe say to some of the other regulars, hey guys, do you fancy playing a game next week? And maybe see if we can get a taker. Go for 1,000 points. Maybe even can get them to like sign up to playing with a Crusade Force as well. That could be fun, because I really want to play Crusade Forces. That's the goal. I want to be able to, like, I don't know, I just love meta progression in games, generally. And Crusade Forces just, like, let you do that. But if they just want to play 1,000 point army, then I'll do that as well. That'll be good. Let's see. Clicky. Clicky. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. And that means that next Thursday, I'll be out of excuses and have to actually finally get around to painting the damn models. What do you think? I mean, either that or I'll just spend the entire time planning what I'm going to do for the army. If I'm not doing a Crusade Force. That's another option. I will always be able to find another way to procrastinate. Especially when it comes to painting. My god, painting. Like, seriously though, my Crusade Force is going to have 60 models to start. 60! 60! 60 models. Crazy. At the very least, the good news is that the way Crusade Forces are run, the gaunts are very highly likely to be gaining lots of XP because they will like never die during a battle because they'll constantly be being replenished. So they will XP up so quickly. So quickly. They will be really effective, really fast. That's going to be so good. I'm gonna have to plan what to do with them actually, considering they're so likely to stay alive. Do some planning. Right. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to start playing with my Crusade Force. I don't know, because the original plan was do Crusade Force games against my brother. But I mean, it might be a while before he's able to come up and play a game. I'll maybe use it as motivation for him. Like, if you don't hurry up, come up and play some games with the Crusade Force, I'll have no choice but to start playing without you. Despite the fact that you're ostensibly the one who got me to start playing again. That would just be mean, wouldn't it? I mean, I keep telling him, I want to play. You just gotta come up. You can play. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I suppose casual games are probably a bit easier. Or alternatively, I could just, like, you know, do a Crusade Force army for playing at the shop, and then a Crusade Force army for playing with my brother. Nothing says I can't do that. Just means a bit more bookkeeping on my part. Need to remember which force is for who. Nah, probably casual games. Yeah, start with casual games. If there's people that actually, you know, like playing games against. Take it from there. See what size of army they want to go up with. That could be good. Could be fun. Ah, you get a little bit of a splodge under your hoof. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's 3. Just several more to go. Several more to go. Right. So that was 1 more. That's the last spur. No, that's the last spur. Let's go for this one next. Yeah, just it's gonna be really fun when I've just got so many Tyranids to play with. Just launch them into the enemy. I do actually have my whole original army list assembled. I'm gonna have to actually add the Tervagon just to be sure that I actually have everything accounted for. Then I consider everything I've got. Maybe do that once we finish building all these. At some point I'll get my entire army on the screen, or on my table. I don't know if they'll even all be able to get in shot now I think about it. There's a lot of them. Yeah, once I've actually built the last of these, I will have, I'm pretty sure, over 140 models. Most of them unpainted. Which is going to be hell, to be entirely honest. I suppose, like, that's one of the other benefits of doing, like, a Crusade Force as well. Because, like, if you're playing with, like, one set of units very frequently, you want those units to be the ones that look good. So you paint those ones so that they look good when you play with them. And then when you go to add some more, you've only got a handful more to paint. Yeah, that could be good motivation, to be honest, to paint more. That could be very good motivation. And yes, I suppose doing Warhammer does slightly conflict with other projects of mine. As I said earlier, I do want to do more writing very soon. I want to do programming. I want to do writing. I'm freaking playing lots of RPGs as well. I want to play more like actual video games too, not just Avowed. Although Avowed is very good. I'm having a lot of fun with Avowed. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I want to do. All the big time-consuming hobbies. It's true. It's true. Hobbies do consume a lot of time. I mean, that's kind of what they're there for, though, you know? As much as anything else. Gives you something to put some energy towards. Have a good time. Right, next one. This one. But who knows? We'll see how things go. Sadly, work is going to be a lot more attentive. Because when I start my full responsibilities at work, starting on Monday, unfortunately it's the kind of situation where there's going to be like VIPs who are just like casually curious about what it is I'm doing. And they might just like drop by, and then I'm like, oh, this is like some big important person, like actually big important person. And I'll just be like, oh, hello there. Like, can I, like, you doing all right? Can I help you at all? Kind of thing. What are you doing here? And that can happen anytime, which means, you know, not as much opportunity to just like lurk on my phone. Pad of paper. I can probably get away with a pad of paper. Do some writing. Do some like training on my computer kind of thing. Educating myself. But yeah, not necessarily going to be the easiest when it comes to lacking. For a little bit, at the very least. Once I've kind of established myself, it should be easier to lurk. Good evening there. What's that? Pillaluck. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely time. We've been building some Tyranids today. I got my first Terragon up and built. She's very intimidating. I've named her Venus for now. I may change her name to something else at some point. Another like more primordial name for Venus. But Venus will do for now. It's like suits the vaguely Romanesque imperial thing they've got going on. So it suits for now. But yes, welcome. Hopefully you're having a lovely time here. Hopefully everyone's enjoying themselves. Actually, I am. Good excuse to get some more Tyranids built. And very appropriate as well. Terragon spawns Termagon. So rather appropriate that we're building a bunch of Termagants after building our Tervagon. He's spawning them. See a little ridge there as well. Fantastic. Yes, Venus. Yes, I called her Venus. It's very appropriate. I'm also calling the Crusade Force I'm making her a part of the Botticelli Crusade Force. Yes, it's the first of Venus reference. But instead of, you know, Venus being born, it's Venus giving birth. Dear, I just can't help myself. I can't help myself. The puns are right there. You expect me to ignore them. Botticelli. Is that right? That's right. Yes, he's still centered. That's good. Right, you're good too. Oh yeah, I actually ended up noticing I was doing some Googling the other day. Just like getting a little sense for whether I'd be able to get some extra rippers for free, because someone at the game store offered to sell me their Parasite of Mortrex, which spawns more rippers, which are very good for my army. So I had a little Google to see if I could buy some more rippers. They don't sell them on their own, but sometimes people just sell them like in bulk online on like eBay and what have you. And I did actually notice that the old sprues for the gaunts, especially Termagants, the head actually came in two halves, like the left side and the right side. So they were much more fiddly to assemble way back when. Reminds me of my first ones, actually. Like, I'd completely forgotten that you had to stick two sides of the head together. But it reminded me of it. Goes to show how far back I was playing Warhammer, actually. But it's fun. It's fun. These models will just kind of push together, which is, you know, very convenient. But we've got glue. We can make it a little bit more permanent. Yeah, hopefully you're doing good there, Pillow Luck. You play 40k yourself or any war games? Or do you like collect minis for doing D&D and what have you? Feel free to share if you fancy. My poor neglected Tyranids. I've had so many of them for so long, and like, I've never painted most of them. Let's see, which ones have I painted? I'm pretty sure I painted one of my squads of Gene Stealers. I painted a Broodlord. I painted my Carnifex, of course. I painted a couple of my Hormagaunts, a couple of Termagants. I had one Zoanthrope way back when you could deploy them on their own. And it was painted too, but it's now been lost. What happens when you loan your army out? But to be fair, it came back with some with a Trigon, an extra Trigon, as well as a bunch of other figures for other armies. So you can only complain so much, really. There we go. Right, so that's two sprues completely done. We've just got the rippers left on you. We've got a gun and an arm on this one, so you can go away. You've got rippers. We'll put that one there. So it's just the rippers and one gun remaining, and 4 gaunts. So this is fine. Let's see. Last ones. Start up here. What time are we at, by the way? Just getting to 35. That's cool. And we've actually dropped 609 frames today. I didn't even notice. Apologies if the stream is still a bit spotty. I am hoping that we'll get proper internet installed next week. I hope we will. If not, I'll survive, just. Hopefully we'll get it next week. Hello, Darth Vader. Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Hopefully all's well. We've been building Tyranids today. I've got my Tervagon constructed. Want to see? Take a look. Take a look at this big creature. Just a few mini hiccups? Yeah, I suppose. Apologies for that. Hopefully it'll be better soon. But yeah, look at her. She spawns bibbies. Not bibbas. Babies. They're just down here, actually. They're spawning out of her little pouch. So cool. But yeah, she's really big. Tyranids, filthy beast. Be purged by the Emperor's fire. I mean, well, you're gonna have to come and get them, aren't you? And also, you know, they spawn faster than rabbit. So You're gonna have to kill them all within a certain time frame, or you're gonna have a freaking infestation on your hands. Which sounds like a you issue, to be honest. Not a me issue. I'm happy with the situation. My little bug shall be the existential threat that everyone struggles to even eke out a Pyrrhic victory against. Man, I love Tyranids. I really do. Like I said in my Discord, it's the most Yuri of all 40k factions. It's true. We'll definitely come over and play Warhammer. Well, assuming you've got any. If you've got any. Don't actually know if you have any. Maybe you do. I don't know. But it is fun. I'm looking forward to playing. Started going to my local friendly game store. Went for the first time last week. Was very fun. Well, this week rather. Will be going again next week. Build the last of my models and hopefully bully some people into playing a match with me. Probably next week though. Rather the week after next. Next week I'll probably just want to chill. And did I forget to cut out? Yeah, I forgot to cut out the arm. Well done, Mel. 3127, that's this one. Yeah, I'll probably like finish the rest of my building next week. And then the next week I will see if I can actually get a game going. I think would be very good. Nah, I'm too poor for that. If I should sell my body, then I'd have enough. Maybe. Well, as I say, not TV, as I say, Darth Vader, the best Warhammer is Warhammer that other people pay for you for. So, yeah, for the last like 2 years, my brother's been just gifting me Warhammer for birthdays and Christmas. So it's made it quite easy to collect because it just appears by itself, and then eventually I was just like, you know what, I just feel like playing it or building it. So that's what I've been doing for like 2 months now. It has been 2 months actually, hasn't it? Like I first started putting them together when I got the was it like at Christmas or was it before Christmas? No, it was after Christmas. It was just after Christmas. I did a little stream where I was building them for the first time. That was fun. That was fun. Right, it was just... Oh, hello. Oh, no. I thought for a second I had a base more than I expected, but this is the base that I actually know what it's earmarked for, which is a shame. It's fine. Yeah, I need to go into the actual shop and buy one. Like buy a spare base, or see if they'll just give me a spare base. They might just do that. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure my brother still has one they didn't give to me, and it's useful for my Neuro Tyrant because it comes with 2 little markers to indicate which ones get extended synapse range, which is rather handy. Right, I think this is the one that the arm and gun are on the other sprue. That's good, we'll get those shortly. If only I had sugar daddies or sugar mommy. Well, I mean, you know, not that I'm gonna necessarily encourage it, but they're out there. They are out there. Go. Oh yeah, that's fair. Maybe I should find one of those sites. Oh dear. Well, I'll leave you to it. I have no experience with such things myself. Not myself. Still, we have fun here. So, splodge. Actually, how well can you see here? You can see all right. Get a little closer. Need something to spend your money on? Fund my Warhammer 40k collection. I mean, it's an option. Oh, should be clear. Yes, as I'm saying, all the Warhammer that I have been building on stream for the last several months has been like 2 years worth of birthday and Christmas money. Well, not birthday and Christmas money, birthday and Christmas gift from my brother. Which is very generous of him, considering how, honestly, how bad he is with money. Unless I start getting like sponsorships or like affiliate codes for Games Workshop or similar stores, which I honestly doubt would ever happen. I don't have any plans to, you know, actually put. Wait, how am I sitting funny? I'm sitting a little funny, aren't I? Just a little bit. Yeah, I don't plan on actually spending any money that I get from streaming on 40k. No, I have my own funds for that. Honestly, I really should reinvest in this. It's probably long past time I reinvested in the stream a little bit. I keep talking about it, really doing it. You mean to get more emotes for a while. That would be a very good thing to do sometime. Then I need to find an artist, and I need to find references, and it's just a whole thing, you know? We'll get there. We'll get there. Wait, hold on. I'll move these guys a little bit closer, just so you can actually see how many we're at. Are we at 8 now? Yes, we're at 8. Lovely. But yeah, really should reinvest in the stream a little bit more. Just so you got more shiny emotes. I think. Just been very busy and distracted the last couple of months between just moving and being stressed and a new job. I am starting to settle down a little bit now though, which is good. This is why I always feel creative and like, if you ever wonder why I suddenly start feeling creative in March, for the last several years, good things have happened to me and I've kind of settled myself down by March. Like, I start feeling a bit better health-wise. I've repeatedly gotten new jobs around kind of like February, March time. I finished moving around about March time. I don't know, just like good things have happened to me by March. So then I'm feeling like all positive and motivated and I want to do stuff. Fun stuff, good stuff. So that's why. So yeah, this month has been very busy and stressful. As of last month. Mostly this month though. But things are now settling down. So now I have time and energy that I can dedicate to other things. That's why I usually feel very motivated come March. I'm in that mood now. I'm getting into that mood right now. So yeah, soon I'll have energy to put towards such things again. Yeah, because I really dropped off. I really dropped off as far as my streaming was concerned last year. I somewhat apologize for that. End of the year is the worst time for you. Summer's the time I feel at my best. Yeah, that like traditionally that's me, but like the last couple of years I've just been hit like really badly in the summer. Hopefully I can avoid it this year. I will be doing my best to avoid it happening again this year. I've been taking steps already. I'm going to try and keep on top of it. Mostly by just not stressing myself out, not overworking. Because I'm pretty sure just like basic forms of burnout is like the main reason. So I just need to relax and not stress too much. Would that I could. Nah, I'm getting better at it. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I do this year. Wish me luck this year. This is going to be a good year, I feel. It's getting off to a very good start, actually. Is there something that I want to mention just now? Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's mention it just now. So, I mean, I was kind of waiting for a good opportunity to mention it, but like this is as good a time as any, to be honest. Especially considering it's today that I actually got the confirmation. So, as people know, I have been figuring a lot of stuff out about myself in the last year or two. There's been many changes, and I have nothing but appreciation for everyone supporting me as I and my content and life in general has been a bit rocky, and there's been a lot of changes and stuff, but it's been good. Overall, it's been very, very good. But yeah, the big news for just now, it's official. By which I mean the name change. A couple of weeks ago, I, like literally just days after moving to the new place, I had found that it's, well, prior to moving, I had found that it's actually stupidly easy to change your legal name in Scotland. Stupidly easy. You don't even need to have like a legal witness, like watch you sign the paperwork or anything, like you normally do, like in the rest of the UK. Up here, it's just, do you want to change your name? Great, fill out this form. Send it away. Wait a couple days, they'll get back to you. And then they'll say, great, we want you to just like pay the processing fee. You pay the processing fee, wait a couple days, they get back to you and they say, right, name change is now confirmed. Pay for a new birth certificate as evidence. You pay for a new birth certificate in the post. You're good to go. Which is astonishing. And just today, I got email confirmation that the name change has been fully processed. And I've requested a new birth certificate. So, the name change is official. Which is fantastic, because freaking, even though they said they were going to use the preferred name at work, all of my systems have been logged in with, you know, the other name, the old name. Which is a bit annoying, to be honest. So, yeah, once I actually get the birth certificate, I can actually say to them, right, this needs to be changed because it does not reference my legal name, so please make it stop. Not that they haven't already said they would do it anyway, but yeah, no, then they kind of have to do it. So yeah, name change is official. I've basically just told friends about it just now that I was even planning on doing it. But yes, name change. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, TV. But yeah, thank you everyone for all the support over the last year or so, because it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on, but it's been good ultimately. So yeah, I get to feel good. I get to not worry about one more thing, kind of thing, which is nice. And yeah, thank you for the hydrate again. So I've got a little dribble of this stuff, so I'll get this finished off, and the stretch will be very good. You can probably tell a little bit more than normal. Like, this is me sitting up normally. This is me in freaking... This is me in shrimp mode. Like, this is me normal, shrimp mode. Can't even see me behind the hedgehog. I'm in shrimp mode because I'm leaning over the desk. And then you can't see my face because it's behind the hedgehog. Damn hedgehog! Just a little shrimp, that's all I will ever be. But I'm happy knowing that I will be okay. Maybe one day something will change. I'm happy with it, it's all I can ever be. I was born this way and I know that I love it. Maybe one day something will change. Just a little shrimp, that's all I will ever be. But I'm happy knowing that I will be alive. Maybe one day I'll be okay. I freaking love shrimp, Miku. Scotland forever. Penny J! Hello, Penny J. Hopefully you're doing well. Scotland forever indeed. As I say, best country in the world for changing your name. Best country to change your name in. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Would genuinely recommend. Hopefully you're doing well there, Penny J. Hopefully you're doing good. We are building Warhammer today. We are having fun. We're having a lot of fun. I'm on the second last model for the day, actually. We started with a big one. It took me 2 hours. I mean, I was chatting away through it as well, but it took us 2 hours. But it was good. Right, here we go. How long did it take you to get the name change? Oh, right, okay. So, wait, hold on. Let me just grab my work phone. Because my own personal phone died before I could take a picture. It was literally as I was trying to take a picture of the thingamajig. The 10th of February. Right, okay. So it was the 10th of February that I sent off the paperwork. It was literally just like one A4 page full of questions, just like details from my my birth certificate. And then like one page with a signature on it. And in that time, I've like waited for them to get back to me. I made the payment, I waited, and I got confirmation that it had been processed. So as of now, the name change is legal. I just don't have the evidence to say that it is. So I just sent off the request for the replacement birth certificate. So that'll be coming very soon. So yeah, 17 days? Like 17 days for the paperwork to go through. The thing is though, this is only something that you can do in Scotland. You can't do this anywhere else in the UK because there's a specific Scottish law that says you can do it in this way. Otherwise you have to do it by deed poll, or is it like a statutory declaration or something like that? You have to like go to a solicitor or a local councillor and get them to like sign the paperwork with you. Then you have to send that off to a completely different department. But yeah, in Scotland you can do it just directly through the records. So yeah, that's what I did. It was fairly easy, actually. Like, honestly, like, part of the reason why I hadn't done it until now is because I assumed it was going to be so much more of a headache. But then I found out it's literally so easy. Like, you don't need to talk to a solicitor. You don't need to... you know, jump through any hoops to do it. You just say, I want to change my name. And they say, great, how do you want to spell it? And then, of course, there was me then, you know, double and triple checking the spelling for the name that I've been using for over a year now. Just to make sure that I'd actually spelled it right. There is a limitation to it. There is a limitation to it, though. You're only allowed to change your name in that way once. Literally just once. You can change your, or rather, you can change your first name once. You can change your surname up to 3 times. I think that's to like account for like adoption, marriage, and then divorce, maybe? Or it'd be like marriage, divorce, remarriage. Some combination of the two anyway, for surnames. But so far, just change the forename, keeping the surname. Can't be arsed with that hassle. Like, I could, but I don't want to do it just now. Can't be arsed. One challenge at a time. So yeah, super quick. But yeah, there is a limitation on it. So it's not something you necessarily want to do willy-nilly like. I did it because, I mean, obviously, at this point, I'm rather sure that I would prefer to. So yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing. It is a good thing. I'm very happy. It's one less thing to worry about, really. One less source of stress. also be very good because my freaking passport expired last year. So I need to get a new one. But of course, I didn't really fancy, like, you know, getting a new passport last year. But rather, I wasn't really planning on traveling last year. I was considering traveling, but I ended up not. But I'm kind of like well overdue a holiday at this point. I'm allowed to change it as a tourist. I wish, I really wish. Unfortunately, it is limited to Scottish natives. You have to live in Scotland. I'd rather tell that you don't have to live in Scotland. You have to have been born in Scotland to change your name in such a way. Unfortunately. But you never do know. Where you live, there might be similar rules, or similar laws rather, that allow you to do such things. Just that Scotland's super freaking chill. As it happens, I'm very lucky. Like, as I say, like when I learned that it was so easy, I was shocked. I was just like, what? You're telling me I don't have to jump through a million hoops? Are you telling me that this is like the easiest thing to do? Fantastic. I was just so happy. Rising Canadian. My condolences. My condolences. And my condolences that it's so difficult to change your name. Primary condolences for being from Canada. Dear. Right. There we go. I actually like my 3 names. I pass. Had 3 names. Happy with just 2 now. 3 names too much hassle. I've never even used the 3 names for the most part, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, to those who are joining. Marriage house, lucky guy or gal, Mel? Nobody. Nobody at this point. But yes, what a day we've had, actually. We got my Tervagon all built up. She's looking very horrifying. Look at this. Like, I showed this off earlier, actually. Hold on. Can I get a good angle? Yeah, here's a good angle. See right here? Just above my finger? You can see there's a little skull. That's the skull of one of the gaunts. Right there, that's the head of one of the gaunts underneath all of the everything. There's the back of one of the heads as well. Can you see it? This one right here. Not sure if we can see at this angle. You can kind of see the ribs. Yeah. I just say, and saw an ad of Keanu Reeves saying, what if I jump through a window? And then he proceeded to play Fall Guys. No way! Really? Astonishing. But yes, we've got this built. We got 10 gaunts built, which is very good. Here's the gaunts I built 2 days ago. So one of my okay, so this is my game plan, basically. This unit here, this many gaunts. Wait, hold on, still got more gaunts. This many gaunt. This is 20. This is 20 gaunts. This is the size of 1 unit. I have 2 of these in my Crusade Force of 1,000 points. That's 20 of them. There's 20 of them right here. I keep seeing people making Tyranid waifu videos and it's weird. Post them in the Discord, please. Please post them in the Discord. Do it now. So yeah, we've got 20 gaunts. Hold on, we'll move this over a little bit. There we go. So we've got the 20 gaunts. We've got the Tervagon? Yes, Tervagon. And we've got a Ripper Swarm base over here. So there's going to be 2 of these. So there's going to be one on this side and there's going to be one over on this side as well. What happens is, every single turn, someone's going to be shooting them. They're going to go pew, 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 and they'll kill so many of them or something like that. And then what happens? What happens? Every single turn, what happens is, because I'm playing an Assimilator Swarm, my Ripper Swarms get to replenish. They've got an option of replenishing hit points or restoring strength to a unit. So if it's a character like the Tervagon, it can restore up to 3 wounds. If it's a unit of soldiers, it can replace one model. But if that unit is an unending swarm unit, such as these guys, it can replenish 3 models. So 3 more can come back, right there. And this guy does not get to do that, unfortunately, because it's not a harvester unit, but it is basically a brood mother. It's wait, what's it called? Brood progenitor. But no, it's the spawn termagants rule that it can do. What it does with spawn termagants, it can restore D3 plus 3 units, which is an average of 5. Which, funnily enough, is the other 5. So, yeah. And also, I'm going to have 2 of these units. 2 units of these guys, which is going to be 3 each. 3 in each of them. So, we're going to have another one over here as well. So, we're going to have 3 restoring from one of those guys, 3 restoring from the other one of those guys, and an average of 5 restoring out of this one. 4 to 6 of them restoring from this guy. That's per round. And there are 5 rounds in the game. So, yeah. That means that, on average, I'm going to be restoring 11 units per round. Like, worst case scenario, it's 10 units per round. Every round for the entire game. Worst case scenario, that's 50 more of these little bastards in the entire game. That's 2 of these size units, and then another half over the course of the game. That's over 300 points of the game. Because, like, 1 unit of these guys is 120. 2 units is 240, and another half is 300. That's 30% more army points than your opponent will have at the start of the battle. Granted, it's limited to just these guys, but it's crazy numbers. It's insane numbers. So yeah, that's my plan. That's my game plan. I am actually going to also have one of my... Yeah. So the actual plan is that it's going to be... hold on. Let me just shuffle these guys over. So it's going to be Tervagon, Gaunts on either side. One side is going to have a Ripper Swarm. The other side is going to have a Psychophage, which is also a Harvester unit, just like the Gaunt, just like these. It's also very, very good at destroying Psychers, kind of in the name, Psychovore, or Psychophage, rather. And then the second unit of these guys is going to be following after one of my Broodlords, which is going to be followed by a bunch of... what are they called? It's going to be followed by a bunch of Gene Stealers. And he's just going to be either restoring wounds to the Broodlord or restoring Gene Stealers to the fight. Just keeping that unit alive a little bit longer as well. So we've got ridiculously overwhelming numbers. We've got something with claws designed to crush through basically anything. We've got the Psychophage, which is really good against anti-infantry and specifically anti-psychers. And I'm also going to be dropping a Trigon in the backlines, specifically to hunt down vehicles or just do devastating damage to one of the biggest, either hardest targets to break or a really numerous threat that I really need dealt with there and then. Like, that these guys would take too long to get to. All in all, I think my game plan is solid. I think my game plan's really solid. Just keep the ridiculous waves of infantry going. Also, not being afraid to use these guys as cover for their mother. I can just use them as a cover save. And additionally, Termagant units within 6 inches of this one get what is it? Lethal wounds, or rather lethal hit. So if any of these guys ranged attack, they get one ranged attack each. Weapon skill, I think it's 4s. Is it 4s? Yeah, it's 4s. So they've got a 50-50 chance of hitting normally. So if there's 20 of them firing, that means there's going to be 10 hits. But a third of those hits, rather, are going to be instant wounds, which is then 3. 3 instant wounds that then have to be rolled against, basically. I've got 2 units of those. That's going to be, what's that? That's like 6 1/3, no, 6 2/3 rather, instant wounds that then have to be rolled against with armor or invulnerable save. Average save is going to be 4+, or rather a decent save is going to be 4+. So that still leaves like 3 1/3 instant wounds. That's enough to kill 1 Space Marine. Or like 4 really unlucky guardsmen. And that's just with the guaranteed wins. It's awesome. It's awesome. I think it's a really good combination of really large creatures for destroying really big targets, for destroying particular threats, as well as just maintaining the mass of meat shield and buffing them so that they're just immensely powerful. Really hard to take down. I'm just really looking forward to playing it. It's going to be so much fun. Anyway. I think that's probably going to do it for today. This has been really fun though. I've had a lot of fun building this up, just chatting about stuff, sharing my most recent happy news. It's all really good. It's all really good. So, let's see. Next time we're doing Tyranids. I think we might be painting, honestly. I think the next thing we'll be doing will be painting. Which is a scary thought because I still need to figure out exactly what I want to do with my paints. That's going to be tricky. That's going to be tricky because I still have to figure out my color scheme. I've got an idea for my color scheme, but I don't know how it will work in practice. So yeah, I think next time we'll actually start painting. I will probably try on one of my older figures, get a little bit of a sense for what the color scheme is going to look like. We'll do some little tests, and we'll see what we want to do from there. If it works, we'll probably end up painting the Tervagon first, because emotion tracking is going crazy. Yeah, the reason for that is because I'm sitting so far from the camera. Like it's like 2 feet away, and also if I like put something in front of my hand, then yeah. Look at my boobs. Boom, boom, boom. It's silly. It's silly. Yeah, no. It's just very, very sensitive. I'll probably have to reduce the. Yeah, look. I raise my hand, raise my eyes. It does this. It's very sensitive. Very sensitive. Anyway, yes, we will call things here. So, yeah, as I say, next time we are going to try and figure out how we're going to do the color scheme, and we'll maybe make a little start on the Tervagon. Tervagon's a little bit too intimidating for me as a first one. We'll probably do my Trigon, because that's going to be another major centerpiece creature. And maybe the Psychovore as well, because the Psychovore is also a very significant creature. Or maybe the Broodlord. We'll do one of them anyway. We'll paint something in the new color scheme that we come up with next time. So that'll probably be next Thursday, rather. Unless I fancy doing some writing instead, we'll see what we do closer to the time. That'll be the 6th. That'll be the 6th of March. Nearly a week into March, and I wouldn't have done any writing by then. Let's do some over the weekend. I will probably do some writing on Friday and Sunday, so that'll be fun. We'll look forward to that. Anyway, yes, as I'm saying, we'll call things here. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for coming along. Whether you've been here from the start, you came along partway through. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me. Don't have any special thanks for today. Just my usual regular thanks to everyone for coming along. Whether you've been here from the start, you came along partway through, whatever you've been up to over the course of the day, thank you for spending a bit of time with me. So yeah, until next time. Next stream is going to be on Saturday. We're going to play some more Avowed. I've been having so much fun with it. We will pick up a little bit more of the main quest and hopefully meet our new waifu. I want to meet Ludwin. Also, TV, how did you change your color? You're no longer like peachy orange, you're now green. Is this what's the word? Imposter TV? Magic. Oh, yes. Anyway, yeah. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Be very good to yourselves. And I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye. Dear, I love building these things. It's so fun. Yeah, thanks Penny for coming along. Thanks TV. Thanks Kuro, Darth Vader, Windy, and people dropping by for the first time as well. If you're still here and you are still following, Spook Rosa. And where was the other person? I apologize for forgetting your name. Hello, Luck. Yes, if you are watching and you do want to catch some more, do drop a follow. Would appreciate. Should have said earlier. Anyway, who shall we raid? Who do we want to raid today? Oh man, I can't wait to get my internet sorted out. Hopefully we've only got 2 more streams on this internet. Then hopefully we'll be back on Sexy Fiber. That'd be really good. Hopefully so. Shall we raid? Tons of people live today, actually. Let's raid Akamilin. We're raiding another person who's playing Final Fantasy VII. Maybe I should play Final Fantasy VII sometime. Anyway, as I say, take care, folks. Be good to yourselves. Matane.